The Vatican's forbidden relics you're not allowed to see. For centuries, the Vatican has stood as the heart of the Catholic Church, a place of faith, devotion, and divine authority. But beneath its sacred halls and towering domes, whispers of mystery and secrecy echo through history. Hidden within its archives and behind the grandiose facade of St. Peter's Basilica, there are relics, documents, and forbidden artifacts that few have ever laid eyes on. What could be so powerful, so controversial, that they must be kept away from the public? Imagine ancient books filled with secrets of dark magic, relics said to hold miraculous powers, and even whispers of extraterrestrial encounters buried deep within the Vatican's vaults. Some say these hidden treasures could reshape everything we know about religion, history, and the supernatural. Others believe that the Church safeguards them to protect humanity from knowledge too dangerous to comprehend. In this video, we will unravel some of the most shocking and mysterious Vatican secrets that have sparked controversy for centuries. From Saint Catherine of Siena's severed hand to a supposed gospel written by Satan himself, these relics tell a story of faith, fear, and forbidden knowledge. We'll explore how these artifacts have shaped religious beliefs, dive into chilling real-life events, and examine how modern science and technology challenge or validate these ancient legends. But be warned, what we uncover may change the way you see the Vatican forever. Why are these relics so heavily guarded? Could they hold evidence of miracles or something much darker? As we journey into the shadows of history, keep an open mind. And remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. Are you ready to explore the secrets the Vatican doesn't want you to know? Stay with us until the end, because what you're about to discover may shake the very foundations of what you believe. When relics become witnesses of history. Throughout history, religious relics have been revered, protected, and sometimes even fought over. These sacred objects are often seen as more than just historical artifacts. To the faithful, they hold deep spiritual power, while skeptics view them as symbols of devotion wrapped in layers of myth. But what happens when these relics defy logic and science? What secrets do they hold, and why do they continue to captivate believers and scholars alike? St. Catherine and the Mysterious Ring. One of the most enigmatic relics tied to the Vatican's vast collection is the so-called invisible ring of St. Catherine of Siena. Catherine, a 14th century mystic and one of the most influential female figures in Catholic history, claimed to have experienced divine visions from an early age. Among these visions was a celestial wedding in which she was spiritually married to Jesus Christ himself. But the most baffling detail: the ring that Jesus placed on her finger was said to be made from his own foreskin. Yes, you heard that correctly. According to Catherine, the ring was visible only to her, making it impossible for others to verify. Skeptics argued that this was simply a metaphor, a way for her to express her complete devotion to Christ and her rejection of earthly marriage. But for her followers, this invisible relic was more than just symbolism. It was a divine gift, proof of her deep connection with God. This story raises an important question. How do religious artifacts gain their sacred status? In many cultures, objects tied to religious figures or miracles are believed to possess mystical properties. In India, there are legends of enchanted rings that grant their wearers wisdom and power, much like Catherine's unseen ring. In Buddhism, relics of the Buddha, such as bone fragments or pieces of his robe, are venerated in stupas and temples around the world. Could St. Catherine's ring be an example of religious mysticism taking physical form, or was it merely a construct of faith? Whether real or symbolic, the story of her ring highlights a recurring theme in religious history. Objects, whether visible or not, have the power to inspire deep devotion and even reshape spiritual beliefs. The Stolen Brain of Don Bosco. If the invisible ring of St. Catherine is a case of faith-defying logic, the stolen brain of St. Don Bosco is a modern testament to the power of relics. In 2017, a shocking theft took place in northern Italy. A relic containing a piece of Don Bosco's brain was stolen from the Basilica of Castelnuovo. But what would drive someone to steal a relic instead of more obviously valuable items like gold or jewels? The answer lies in the deep-rooted belief that holy relics contain spiritual energy, capable of performing miracles or bestowing blessings upon those who possess them. Don Bosco was a 19th century priest known for his dedication to educating and caring for disadvantaged youth. He was canonized as a saint in 1934, and, like many saints, his remains were divided and preserved in various locations as relics. This practice, though unusual to modern sensibilities, was common in medieval times as believers sought physical connections to the divine. The theft of Don Bosco's brain echoes a long history of relic-related heists. In China, for instance, the remains of Xuanzang, a revered Buddhist monk, were stolen and later enshrined as sacred relics. Similarly, in medieval Europe, relic theft was common, as possessing the bones or belongings of a saint was believed to bring protection, prosperity, and even political power to churches or regions. Eventually, Don Bosco's brain relic was recovered, but the incident left a lingering question. Were the thieves motivated by devotion, or were they seeking to profit from the black market of religious artifacts? This case serves as a reminder that, even in the 21st century, relics continue to hold immense cultural and spiritual significance, bridging the gap between faith and material reality. What lies ahead? Forbidden texts and hidden magic relics like St. Catherine's ring and Don Bosco's brain prove that sacred artifacts can shape religious narratives and inspire intense devotion. But not all treasures hidden within the Vatican walls are seen as holy. Some are considered so dangerous that they have been locked away, kept from the eyes of the public. Among the Vatican's most mysterious possessions is a forbidden book said to contain dark rituals and the secrets of summoning demons, the Grand Grimoire, also known as the Gospel of Satan. If such a book exists, why would the Vatican keep it instead of destroying it? Could it hold knowledge that the Church itself fears? In the next section, we will delve into forbidden texts, lost manuscripts, and the hidden world of occult knowledge that the Vatican may not want us to see. Stay with us as we uncover the mysteries that have remained in the shadows for centuries. Forbidden texts and hidden magic, what the Vatican doesn't want you to see. History is full of mysteries, but few places guard their secrets as tightly as the Vatican. Deep within the Vatican Archives, one of the most restricted collections of documents in the world, lie texts that have been deemed too dangerous, too powerful, or too controversial for the public eye. Among these are writings said to contain dark magic, records that could rewrite religious history, and artifacts that defy explanation. But why would a religious institution keep such materials instead of destroying them? Could it be that the Vatican is protecting the world from knowledge too dangerous to be known? Or is it possible that these hidden texts contain truths that challenge everything we believe about faith, history, and even reality itself? The Gospel of Satan, a key to summoning dark forces. One of the most infamous books allegedly locked away in the Vatican archives is the Grand Grimoire, also known as the Gospel of Satan. This medieval text, rumored to be written in the 16th century, is said to contain rituals for summoning demons, making pacts with the devil, and wielding supernatural power. But here's the real mystery. If the book is so dangerous, why hasn't the Church destroyed it? Throughout history, books associated with dark magic have been burned, banned, or hidden. The Book of Thoth, an ancient Egyptian manuscript said to contain the secrets of the universe, was supposedly lost to time because it was deemed too powerful. Similarly, the Necronomicon, a book of forbidden knowledge in Western mythology, is said to drive readers mad. So why would the Grand Grimoire be any different? Some scholars believe that the Vatican holds on to this book not to use it, but to study it, to understand its origins and ensure its knowledge never falls into the wrong hands. Others speculate that the Church fears the book may contain rituals that actually work, which would pose a direct challenge to its authority. Interestingly, copies of the Grand Grimoire have surfaced throughout history. In the 18th century, a version of the book made its way to Haiti, where it became central to Vodou practices under the name Le Véritable Dragon Rouge. Could this connection to Haitian Vodou be proof that the book's rituals have real power? And if so, what exactly is the Vatican hiding? The Shroud of Turin, a burial cloth or a divine receipt, while the Grand Grimoire is shrouded in darkness? Another artifact kept under close watch at the Vatican is said to be a direct link to Jesus Christ himself, the Shroud of Turin. This ancient linen cloth, believed by many to be the burial shroud of Jesus, bears a faint, ghostly image of a man who appears to have suffered a crucifixion. Over the centuries, it has been both venerated as a holy relic and dismissed as a medieval hoax. But in recent years, modern technology has uncovered something extraordinary. Scientists using advanced imaging techniques have detected faint inscriptions on the shroud, letters written in Greek, Hebrew, and Latin. One scholar, Dr. Barbara Frail, claims these markings are actually a death certificate for Jesus of Nazareth. According to her research, the inscription reads, "In the year 16 of the reign of Emperor Tiberius, Jesus the Nazarene, condemned to death by a Roman judge, is hereby sent for burial." If true, this would be one of the most important discoveries in religious history. But here's the problem. Carbon dating conducted in 1988 suggested that the Shroud of Turin dates back only to the Middle Ages, not to the time of Christ. Does this mean it's a forgery? Or could there be something even stranger at play? Some researchers argue that contamination and flawed testing methods may have skewed the results. Others believe that if the shroud is fake, the Church would have denounced it long ago. Yet, it continues to be displayed and protected. Could it be that the Vatican knows more about this artifact than it lets on? The discovery of hidden text on the shroud opens up even more questions. Could this really be a burial certificate for Jesus? If so, why hasn't the Vatican confirmed or denied its authenticity? And most importantly, if this is physical proof of Jesus' existence, why hasn't it been widely acknowledged as such? What comes next? Bizarre stories, elephants, and extraterrestrial secrets. The Vatican's hidden texts and relics reveal a world of secrecy and unanswered questions. But as strange as these mysteries are, they are only the beginning. Imagine a royal elephant buried beneath the Vatican, UFO secrets hidden in the archives, and a Renaissance painting that contains a hidden devil. These bizarre and seemingly unrelated stories all lead back to one thing: the idea that the Vatican holds knowledge that the world is not yet ready to see. In the next section, we will uncover some of the most unusual, unexplained, and downright shocking events connected to the Vatican. From political chess games disguised as religious gifts to evidence of extraterrestrial life, what we're about to reveal will make you question everything you thought you knew. Stay with us as we continue this deep dive into the strangest, most secretive, and most controversial aspects of the Vatican. What we're about to discuss next might just be the most bizarre Vatican mystery yet. Strange stories, elephants, UFOs, and hidden demons in art. The Vatican is no stranger to mysteries. Beyond the ancient relics and forbidden texts, there exist stories so bizarre that they blur the line between history and myth. From a royal elephant buried beneath the city to whispers of extraterrestrial secrets locked away in the archives, these accounts challenge our understanding of what the Vatican truly represents. But are they simply exaggerated legends, or is there something deeper hidden beneath the surface? In this section, we explore three of the strangest stories tied to the Vatican, tales that involve political intrigue, otherworldly conspiracies, and coded messages in Renaissance art. As we unravel these mysteries, keep one question in mind. Is the Vatican merely a guardian of faith, or is it safeguarding knowledge that could change the world? Hanno the Elephant, a political pawn in the Vatican. In 1514, King Manuel I of Portugal sent a very unusual gift to Pope Leo X, a white elephant named Hanno. The enormous beast, a rare and exotic creature in Europe at the time, was paraded through the streets of Rome, creating a spectacle like no other. Crowds gathered, nobles gawked in admiration, and the Pope himself was so enamored that he commissioned a fresco painting of Hanno in the Vatican. But make no mistake, this was not just a gift, it was a political maneuver. At the time, Portugal was vying for the Pope's favor in securing control over trade routes to India and the spice trade. The extravagant present was meant to impress Leo VI and reinforce Portugal's influence. And it worked. The Pope showered Portugal with privileges, further entrenching the European power in its overseas conquests. However, Hanno's story took a tragic turn. The elephant, likely struggling with its new diet and environment, died just 2 years later at the age of 7. In a bizarre twist, historical accounts suggest that the Vatican fed Hanno gold leaf-infused medicine, which may have contributed to his untimely demise. Hanno was given a grand burial, and to this day, his skeleton is believed to remain beneath the Vatican's Belvedere courtyard. But more than just an animal, Hanno represents how gifts, power, and faith have long been intertwined, a reminder that even the holiest institutions are shaped by political agendas. If an elephant could become a symbol of influence, what else could be hidden beneath the Vatican's surface? Vatican and UFOs, the truth or a conspiracy? For years, conspiracy theorists have speculated that the Vatican is hiding proof of extraterrestrial life. The idea may sound absurd, but there are some puzzling historical and modern connections between the Church and the possibility of UFOs. One of the most shocking claims comes from David Grush, a former U.S. intelligence officer, who testified before Congress in 2023 that the American government has been secretly recovering alien spacecraft and non-human bodies for decades. According to Grush, one of the earliest recovered UFOs was found in Italy in 1933. And here's the twist. He claims that Pope Pius XII helped the U.S. obtain it during World War II, but why would the Vatican be involved in something like this? Some researchers believe that the Church has long known about the existence of extraterrestrials, and that proof of alien life could shake the very foundation of religious belief. After all, if intelligent beings exist beyond Earth, how does that align with the biblical narrative of creation? Interestingly, the Vatican has actually acknowledged the possibility of alien life. The Vatican Observatory, one of the oldest astronomical institutions in the world, has publicly stated that the existence of extraterrestrials would not contradict Christian faith. But could it be that they know more than they are letting on? One of the strangest pieces of supposed evidence comes from centuries-old religious paintings. Some art historians and UFO enthusiasts point out that several Renaissance paintings depict mysterious flying objects in the sky, resembling modern depictions of UFOs. One famous example is the 15th century painting, The Madonna with Saint Giovannino, which shows a disc-shaped object hovering in the background while a man and his dog look up at it in wonder. Could these artistic depictions be coded messages from the past? Were these artists trying to reveal something about the Church's knowledge of extraterrestrials? Or is this all just speculation fueled by modern interpretations? Whatever the truth may be, the Vatican's connection to alien theories and hidden knowledge remains an open-ended mystery, one that leaves us questioning how much the Church really knows. A hidden devil in a Renaissance painting. If the Vatican is a place of divine inspiration, why does one of its most famous artworks contain a hidden devil? In the Basilica of St. Francis of Assisi, a 13th century fresco painted by Giotto di Bondone depicts the death of St. Francis. At first glance, it appears to be a typical religious masterpiece. But in 2011, art historian Chiara Frugoni made a shocking discovery. Hidden within the clouds of the painting is the unmistakable face of a devil. The demonic figure, complete with horns, hooked nose, and a sinister grin, is invisible to the naked eye from the basilica floor, but becomes clear upon close examination. The question is, why is it there? There are a few possible explanations. A secret message? Some believe that Giotto painted the devil as a hidden critique, perhaps mocking someone in the church by portraying them as a demon. Renaissance artists were known to encode messages in their works, using symbolism that only a select few would recognize. A spiritual reminder? Another theory is that the devil's face serves as a reminder that evil is always present, even in the holiest of places. This aligns with the Catholic belief that temptation and sin exist everywhere, even in churches. A practical joke? Some historians suggest that it was an inside joke among artists, left behind as a secret signature or a way to test who would notice it. Regardless of the reason, the presence of a hidden devil in a sacred artwork raises fascinating questions about the relationship between faith, art, and hidden messages. If this devil went unnoticed for centuries, how many other secrets might be hidden in religious paintings? What's next? Is the Vatican truly hiding secrets? From political elephants to UFO conspiracies and hidden devils, the Vatican's mysteries are as strange as they are fascinating. But these stories lead us to one final, crucial question. Is the Vatican deliberately concealing knowledge that could change our understanding of religion and history? As we reach the conclusion of this deep dive, we will examine the evidence, the patterns, and the lingering mysteries that continue to fuel speculation. Why does the Vatican guard certain relics and documents so fiercely? Are they protecting faith, or are they protecting secrets? And most importantly, if the truth were revealed, would the world ever be the same? Stay with us for the final chapter, where we bring together everything we've uncovered and explore whether the Vatican is truly hiding secrets, or if the biggest mystery of all is why we believe in them. Is the Vatican really hiding secrets? After exploring the Vatican's forbidden relics, hidden texts, bizarre conspiracies, and mysterious artworks, one question remains. Is the Vatican truly keeping secrets, or are these just legends woven over centuries? The truth is, the Vatican is one of the most secretive institutions in the world. Its archives hold thousands of documents that are off limits to the public, and its influence over history is undeniable. Some argue that the Church is simply protecting sacred knowledge, preserving relics and texts to safeguard religious tradition. Others, however, believe that the Vatican's secrecy hides information that could alter our understanding of faith, history, and even human existence itself. Technology has given us new ways to uncover hidden truths. Advanced imaging techniques have revealed mysterious inscriptions on the Shroud of Turin. Modern forensic methods have been used to analyze religious relics, and historical research continues to challenge long-standing church narratives. Yet, despite these advancements, some secrets remain elusive. Could it be that some knowledge is too powerful or too dangerous for humanity to know? Or is it simply that certain truths, if revealed, would shake the very foundation of religious belief? At the end of the day, the mysteries of the Vatican continue to fascinate, intrigue, and divide opinions. Whether these secrets are real or not, one thing is undeniable. They force us to question history, faith, and the limits of human knowledge. What do you think? Now it's your turn. Do you believe the Vatican is hiding earth-shattering secrets? Or are these just myths that have grown over time? Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Vatican's most mysterious secrets, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video to support our channel. Your engagement helps us continue uncovering the hidden stories of history, faith, and the unknown. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.